the father of modern comic books, passed on today, and social justice warrior NPCs are celebrating.
Hello. I started this gangster shit. This the motherfucker thanks I get. Hello. I started this gangster shit. And this the motherfucker thanks I
Hey, it's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. You're listening to Ethan Van Sciver, 25-year veteran of this comic book industry, illustrator of future Canadian Prime Minister Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life, creator of Cyberfrog Blood Honey, the biggest crowdfunded comic book in history, and world's most charming man. All right, so today, November 12th, 2018, is it? It's the end of the line. It's the end of the road, the end of Stan Lee's service to our community, to this hobby, to the world. And he gave his life, he devoted his life to creating stories and fantasies and fun, heroes and villains. And I don't know what else he could have done. I don't know what more Stan Lee could have done for the world. He's a fantastic guy who will be remembered forever. It's one of the most important people in comics. He is the father of modern comic books, I would say. We are, my generation, we are his grandchildren. We're his grandchildren. And we, are proud to carry on the legacy. Having said that, we live in a society right now full of angry, creepy, blue-haired, soy-based, horrible blue-haired land whales. Did I say blue-haired twice? Let me say green-haired, just for variety. Green, pink, whatever. Unnatural hair colors. These people with their weirdo, colorful hair and their piercings. This is the way the animal kingdom warns other members of the animal kingdom not to come near them because they're poisonous and toxic. These frogs in the rainforest, they're colorful like that because they're warning other animals. Stay away from me. I am toxic. I am poisonous. I will mean your doom. So that is a clear picture. If you see people with extremely colorful hair, stay away. Stay away. Unless they're clowns. Well, some clowns. But if they're circus clowns, probably, maybe, possibly go near. But most of these people should only be circus clowns, and they're not. Stan Lee died. And he died a hero as far as I'm concerned. I've said over and over again in the past year that I'm disgusted and saddened by the way people treated Stan Lee in the last year of his life. Disgusted. I mean, sickened to my very bones. You can take temperature of how sick and evil this world has become by looking at Stan Lee's last year of his life. Seeing him fall prey to vampires, literal vampires who actually stole his blood. Nurses come in, hey, we need to take some blood, Mr. Lee. Okay, give this nurse blood, and the blood is stolen. I don't even know if it was taken for the right reasons, but the blood is stolen and mixed into ink to make special signature stamps for limited edition and highly priced Stan Lee blood signature comic books. Absolutely disgusting, disgraceful. I actually, when I heard the news, I said it verged on cannibalism. It's just so awful. It's just such an awful idea, and whoever did it is a sicko. Then Stan Lee falls prey at the age of 95 to the hashtag #MeToo movement, more disturbing, disgusting garbage, accusing this frail old man of, what did he do, pinch the booty of a nurse? Give me a break. Stan Lee has been pilloried, he has been used, he has been robbed, he had all of the worst possible things. Things that should have happened, that happened to a normal person perhaps over the course of a long life, all happened to him in the last year of his career, of his life. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting and shameful. And now, as Stan Lee passes on, finally, he's found peace. There are SJWs, social justice warriors, in comics who do not deserve to be in comics, don't deserve to be in comics, who are celebrating his death. And I can't imagine anything more monstrous. I gotta be honest with you. I can't imagine too many things more monstrous. You tormented him the last year of his life, and now that he's dead, you can't let him find peace. You can't give him 12 hours? 12 hours of respect before you come at him with this kind of abuse? Now, this right here, by the way, should send a signal to people who are skeptical about Comicsgate. Hashtag Comicsgate. Well, they say you harass women. They say you harass transgendered people. They say you harass gays. You're homophobic and racist. They say the same thing about Stan Lee. These people are nuts. They're liars. They're crazy. These people need to be institutionalized. I am outraged by this. I don't know what TW / means, sexual assault. Stan Lee sexually assaulted his nurses. I'm sure he did. 95 years old. And he was horribly biphobic and homophobic man who was racist as the S word. I'm sick of seeing people on my timeline saying he will be missed. He was a horrible man. I don't know anymore. I just don't know. I don't know how we're supposed to put up with this. I don't know how Comicsgate is supposed to sit back, tolerate this, and not continue to push forward. We have to. We have to create a better world. I'm energized about this now. 2 days ago, I said, I don't know, maybe it's not my place. Maybe I am. I'm Comicsgate. I know I am. I have to be. I have to be because I can't put up with this. I have no patience for this. This is evil. You can't sit back and let evil flourish like this. You can't. You can't do it. And I don't care how many arguments I get into with other dimwits who also share the hashtag Comicsgate. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't cede ground. I can't cede ground to these people. It's impossible. I love comics too much. I love what Stan Lee did for this industry. I love the way he launched so many people's imaginations, and I think he deserves respect. And I think any flaws he had as a man should be overlooked and certainly not spoken about 12 years or 12 days, or I'm sorry, 12 hours, not 12 years, not 12 days, 12 hours after his passing. I'm outraged. I'm absolutely outraged by this, and I'm sorry to be shouting in a video, but I'm extremely passionate about this. It's funny. It's like I was telling my wife. I said, it feels kind of good to just let go of Comicsgate a little bit, let go of everything that's kind of driven and motivated me for the past few months, and then this happens, and I realize I can't just rest. I can't just lay down and say, okay, I'll leave the fight to someone else. No, I can't. I have to join the fight. I have to continue fighting. I have to, because I can't let these people take over and destroy this industry that I love. I can't let them degrade and defame and be disrespectful to Stan Lee, of all people. And shame on anybody that would. Those of you in the comic book industry who say that you're on the left, those of you who say that you don't like Comicsgate, you're going to tolerate this. You're not going to speak up to these people, and you're not going to stand up for Stan Lee. Shame on you. Shame on all of you. All of these people need to be given the middle finger by the entire industry. You say bad things about Stan Lee like this the day he died? What on earth is wrong with you? What on earth is wrong indeed? What's wrong is that the far left has infiltrated the comic book industry and has zero respect for it, has zero compassion for the people who actually worked their rear ends off, broke their minds open in order to give us these characters and these franchises and these IPs. They have no respect for them. They mouth respect for them when they need to, just to be able to get in there and ruin them. So I'm angry. I'm very, very angry. I recommit myself to this cause. I recommit myself to Comicsgate. I have to. I cannot stop fighting. All Caps Comics is going to be the alternative. And I encourage everyone who's within Comicsgate, find your way. Find a way to make this industry a better place, not a worse thing. Find a way to glorify, to praise, to build up, the other creators around you, and certainly have respect for your elders and everything that they did. This man devoted his entire life to making the comic book industry so that it could survive past the 1950s into the 60s and 70s until it was, the 1980s and 90s. We have to respect Stan Lee. We have to. He put his entire life on the line to change comics for the better. And I'm angry about this, and I hope you are too. And if you are angry too, you're with me. And that's something that we're going to share in common. And we might disagree about other things, but we've got to agree that this is intolerable. Hey, want to follow me on Twitter? Okay, cool. I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. Talk to you there. If you enjoyed this video and want to become part of this community, subscribe to this channel by clicking the laughing man face logo right on your screen. Ring the bell for notifications as well. You'll never miss a live chat. And stay tuned, another video by Comic Artist Pro Secrets is coming right up.